I'm going to attempt to do a ring sling tutorial video. I have a bit of a fussy little baby on the floor, so hopefully this will help to calm this down. I prefer to have the rings on my right shoulder, so to put it on, put it over the opposite arm of where you like it. So right shoulder through the left arm. I'm gonna hang them out right here for a minute. The first thing I want to do is make sure that my edges are not bunched in the rings, or else that'll make it virtually impossible to slide through the rings to tighten and adjust. So I have my top rail right here. So I'm going to kind of like flower it out, if you will, to get everything out of the rings here. And I'm going to find my edge and pull everything through. Where's my other edge? My bottom edge. Right over here, I'm going to twist that around, kind of pull that through, adjusting as I go. Hopefully this makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. Okay, another thing I want to do is adjust as much as I can before I pick her up, because the more that you adjust when she's already in the sling, then the more the rings are going to pull down. You want them to be in the corsage position right about here when you're done. It's just the most comfortable for everybody. So let's see here. I think that, well, I can adjust this a little bit, make this a little bit more tight. Oh, darling. Oh. And for me, that's a pretty good amount, knowing that I could probably do a couple little adjustments. So I'm going to put the rings on, just kind of like hanging out on the top of my shoulder, because I know how many adjustments I'm going to be doing essentially, and that is going to bring them down into this position. Let's get the baby. Okay, darling. Baby goes up over your shoulder like so. Getting this out of the way, I'm going to lift her up, put her feet in, so it's kind of knee to knee. I'm going to, she's, you know, still hanging out here. I'm going to pull this up, pull the top rail up, and the bottom rail I'm going to find. I'm going to make sure that it is knee to knee, and I'm going to have her just kind of sink into the seat. Again, I'm making sure that there is material between us and that it's knee to knee to give her a nice good seat. This one is currently kind of higher than this one. That's normal, and as you adjust, it can help. So I'm just, you can see there that I'm just giving her a nice good seat, still kind of supporting her up here. Top rail is just right behind her neck. This is sliding over this way. So first thing I'm going to do, she's in a good seat. It's not super tight. So I'm going to pull this down. So that it's spread across my back. And that's the nice thing about the gathered shoulder. See how this is already slid down from the top of my shoulder? So I could have even probably put it up a little bit more. But we'll see now. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, so I'm not very awesome at explaining these things on the spot. I'm going to do the bottom rail first. So I kind of lift her bum as I pull it tight, which gives her a really nice good seat. And then I'm going to pull this one across. So it's in the opposite direction of the way that the top rail is going. Just pull it across. So now, yeah, they're kind of in a perfect position. I could probably lift her a little bit and pull the bottom rail again to adjust. Get it nice and tight. I always do bottom first and then the top. And she's pretty nicely in there. Mind my pajamas. She's really secure. The rings are in a good position for me. The material is spread all across my back. Material between both of us. And she is tummy to tummy. 4 or 5 months old is when I might shift her a little bit to be more on my hip, because they like to look around sometimes when people put their baby's face out. Yeah, you can, again, you can see that this knee is higher than this knee is higher than this knee. So I'm gonna, one thing to do is to pull the bottom rail around. It's pretty tight, so might not be able to do it, but pull the bottom rail around, still underneath her. It's kind of just like tightening it a little bit, pull it up and tighten it a bit more, but sometimes it's perfect and sometimes it's not. But for me right now, this is comfortable and I could lull her to sleep. So I don't know if that's good enough, but hopefully it works. Now I'm going to show you how to take her out. To loosen the ring, you just pull up on the bottom ring and pull while you're supporting your baby. There we are. You can pull, it's almost the opposite of everything you did before. Pull down under her bum, lift over your shoulder, under the feet, and voila, baby out. Right? Yes. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Please ask any questions if you have any. Thank you, and good night.